Good evening. Hey guys, Tracy here. Hey, I wanted to show you a migraine makeover. So what is a migraine makeover? I put an email together and I need to make a video for you. So I had a busy day, I didn't get to it, and I wanted to make sure I sent that email out to you guys this evening. So I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna come on live here and I'm gonna show you this. So a lot of clients that I have different chronic pains and issues. And so I call myself a fitness retrainer because my goal is to help you get out of pain so that you're able to function, work out, have good stability, not be in chronic pain. So one of the things that clients a lot of times struggle with is headaches or migraines. So some of it is a food-related issue, right? The chemicals that we're breathing in and ingesting. And that is a whole nother conversation. But for those of you that are looking to get some healing because maybe you have tightness through the muscles in your neck or you're really weak through the back muscles, I wanted to give you guys something. So if you're in the Holiday Health Challenge, I am going to send you an email because you guys have been getting emails every day. And one of it was to, there's a migraine makeover, there's 2 sheets. One is gonna be exercises, another is going to be stretches, and I'm going to upload this video to them so that you have it all, okay? Just so you know what to do because I didn't have all the exercises with it, and I wanted you guys to understand what to do. And if you're in my group, then you get the benefit of watching this. So what can we do first? Okay, so a couple of different areas that get tight when you have migraines is usually these muscles right here. They're called your scalenes. You also have something over here called your levator scap, and your SCM, which kind of comes down here like this. Okay, so you guys know that. You have your clavicle bone here. A lot of times that bone might be a little off. So you may have an imbalance which could be causing your headaches. Okay, the other thing is people tend to be a little tight through the traps up through here, and they tend to have a lot of weakness through the rotator cuff muscles, the rhomboids, which are kind of like that little butterfly muscle that helps you go like that. And so I'm going to show you some ways to strengthen those things and then what stretches that could really, really help you. And bonus, if you didn't watch last night's video, I showed you guys some ways to alleviate TMJ. So I'm just going to throw that in at the end so that if you missed that, you can also look at that. So what do you need? So there's these little bands just like this. This is from Power Systems. There's also bands like this from Perform Better. Or you can just go to a Walmart or a Target. Most places sell these now. There was a time that you had to get them from a company, but Amazon will sell them too. So what you're going to do is you're going to always, this is kind of your standard thing, you're going to make sure that your shoulders are down and back, okay? So back is like that, down is like that. Why do I say that? I say that to my clients all the time, shoulders down and back. You want to create lots of space, like if you had long dangly earrings, that your ears and your shoulders here have some space, because a lot of us are like this at a computer all day. We're washing dishes, we're driving a car. A lot of stuff we do is forward motion, which makes everything through the pec minor, and then all the muscles that I talked about with the neck tend to then get tight. Everything through here lengthens. When we have a muscle that is lengthened, a lot of times we have more pain because the pain receptors are stretched out and the nerves feel that more. So you may be like, oh, my neck, and you're stretching and you're stretching. This is what is stretched out. This is what is really tight. So you need to do some stretches to open up your chest and things, and we'll get to that. So the first exercise is going to be called external rotation, or I like to call this the flasher exercise, okay? So shoulders back and down. You're gonna pull your belly button in towards your spine. Always think that your belly button towards your spine is like a seatbelt for your spine. That's gonna help protect your spine. Think of it this way. Our body is perfectly structurally sound from the top, from the bottom here all the way up, and then down here, down. This is a really vulnerable section right through here. That's all fascia that's there, and that's what protects our organs, but we're also really vulnerable. So shoulders back and down, belly button in is going to protect your spine. All right, you're going to take your band, you're going to put it around your wrist, you're going to take your elbows, you're going to keep them close to your body. They don't have to be right up against your body. Just pretend you have like a little towel in between your elbow and your side body here, okay? I'm gonna step back just a little bit so you can see me. I want you to imagine you're in New York City and you see a flasher on the street and they got something to flash. Maybe it's some watches, maybe it's something else. Basically, they're gonna be here and they're gonna open up and you're gonna be able to see all the stuff that they're selling, okay? Hopefully they're not naked. So you're gonna come in and then come out. You're gonna come in and then out, all right? So 3 sets of 15 can be good. You could do this for 60 seconds. On the workout template that I will give you guys in the email, it has all like how many sets and how many reps to do. Obviously beginners, it could be 1 to 2 sets. If you are advanced, you could actually hold this and then you can rep it out. So that's something you can do as well. Okay, so you want to keep constant tension on the band, and that's going to work. There's 4 rotator cuff muscles. 1 is an internal rotator. It makes your arm go in. The other 3 are external rotators, okay? Teres minor, infraspinatus, and then you have your subscapularis. So those are, when we're working external rotation, you are working the muscles behind the shoulder blade there. Doesn't matter what they are, just know that that's where they are. Okay, because some people are like, I don't want to know all that. All right, the second thing is T rows. So I want you to think T for Tracy, right? You're gonna hold this band. This is a longer band. This is a TheraBand. So this is one, if you've ever gone to physical therapy, they may use in the physical therapy office. It can be really, really helpful because it can be really stretchy and there's a bunch of different, what do I want to say? Like the ability for it to stretch. You got really, really light ones, you got really, really heavy ones. So if you're in, say, rehab, you're gonna use a really light one. As you get stronger, you wanna progress, okay? So you're gonna take this, you're gonna put your palms down, they're gonna face the ground. Again, you want your shoulders back and down. So this is a really easy one to wanna do this. You wanna crunch up like that. We don't want you to do that. Throw them down, okay? Shoulders down and back, okay? So it's like you're always pinching right here. Like if you had a $100 bill, you want to always pinch that, okay? When you guys, here's a quick tip. This is what I tell clients. If you are driving your car or you're sitting, watching TV, pay attention that you're doing that. And if you have a lot of trouble with that or you notice that rounding shoulders, there's actually, I don't have it in here right now, there's actually a brace you can wear. I usually wear it twice a week. And you can put it on and it goes around your trunk. You can get it on Amazon too. So if you guys want to know that, I'll put all the links to this stuff below. But this will actually help pull the shoulder blades back and down. And you can wear it. It almost reminds me of like a police officer, how they have that little thing on them. So it will help you to have better posture in that area. And so if you struggle with that, you can wear it when you're working, if you're at a computer. It really does help to keep the bones in the correct position. So, all right, so T rows are like this. Palms are back and down, shoulders are back and down, abs are tight. You want to keep your feet together, knees are soft. All right, and you're going to take the band and you're going to pull it out until you have a T. And then you're going to come back in about 45 degrees. Okay, so you're pulling it out, squeezing the shoulder blades. You really want to concentrate when you pull back that you're literally pulling those 2 shoulder blade bones towards each other. And then you're going to come back 45 degrees. Okay, so that's the second one. What's the third one? We got swords. All right, for swords, you're going to take this. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see me. So I'm going to stand on this band, okay? So I have my foot underneath this band right now. All right, and I am going to take it, and I'm going to take my hand here, so just like this, and I'm going to put my hand on the band, and I'm going to make sure that I keep my hips, my belly button, and my shoulders forward. And I want you to think of Zorro. You are Zorro, and you see somebody you need to fight, and so you're going to pull that band and come out just like that, and then you're going to pull it back down, okay? You're going to pull it up and pull it back down. So I am just stepping on the band right now. That's how it's being held. So come down and then go all the way back up. All right, so this also is gonna work a different angle of the rotator cuff muscles. All right, strengthening those muscles in the back of the shoulder, okay? And then do both sides. So those are really 3 really good exercises. A couple of the other things that I have is a cobra and reverse shrugs and high and a low row. So I'm gonna kind of move this over so that you guys can kind of see. I'm gonna pull you towards me. Pull you over here. Okay, so this is what a high and low row are gonna look like. You can find, if you're at a gym, you can use like a cable machine like this one over here to do it, or if you wanna use your band, all you have to do is kind of find a spot. This would be a high row that you can put your band in. And again, you can come from this position, you're gonna have shoulders back and down, and you're just going to bring those elbows in towards the body, okay? So you're pulling in, you're holding for about 2 seconds, and then you're letting it go up for 3, 2, 1, and pulling it back in. Now you can do that, and then you can also wrap it around something low and do that exercise the opposite way so that you're pulling from a lower position. That would be a low row. So the other 2, I'd have to be on the floor. So I'm just gonna show you some of the stretches that could really help if you have some migraines. Okay, one of them I like to call, like, smell the pits. Smell your armpits, but I always say don't smell them because they might smell good. So, hand is gonna be on the top of your head. So if you had a ponytail, so ladies, you know what I'm saying. Guys, you've ever seen the ones with the bald spots, right? Your hand is going there, all right? Your other hand is gonna go behind your back, like this, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of turn your head a little bit, and you're gonna gently let your head go down. You're not pushing, you're just gonna let your head go down, and it's like you're gonna smell your armpit, okay? You wanna hold a stretch for at least 30 to 60 seconds. If you have chronic pain, you might wanna go longer. That can really help. And then you slowly come out of it and then rotate your head back. So don't like whip it forward just like that. You want to come up and then rotate. Because usually if we get injured, it's in that rotation. Rotation is where we're just really vulnerable. So that's one. You can also do the one where, again, your hand is going to be over here. So if you find your ear, just put it right above the ear, just like that. And again, you're going to really let your ear find your right shoulder, and then just use your hand to gently pull a little bit. This arm can go behind again, or you can leave it down long at the side of your leg, okay? And take a couple deep breaths. So when we stretch a muscle, there's kind of a battle going on between what's called the Golgi tendon organs and the muscle spindles. And it's trying to hold on. You also got fascia in there. And so again, that's why you want to hold it for about 30 to 60 seconds, because it takes that long to release. Now, if you have really tight fascia, the best time to do this is after a shower, because everything in all your fascia is very, very warm and moist. And again, you just want to come up slowly. So everything up through here would be nice and warm. And so that would be a really good time for you to stretch, rather than if you're just cold and you're just kind of sitting there. So really be mindful, like make it a meditative practice. Stretching can be really beneficial. If you want to lose weight, if you have mobility issues, if you have migraines, if you notice you have chronic pain, and especially as we get older, our body changes, and it's really critical to start making sure that you add stretching into your regular routine. So some of the other things that you guys can do is a doorway stretch. So I don't have a doorway right now, but I want you to imagine that there's a doorway on either side of me. You're gonna put your hands there, or if it's really narrow, you can go here. And you're gonna step forward with one foot and then just allow yourself to stretch. That's gonna really stretch your pecs. If you have a friend, they can actually go behind you and pull your arms for you as well, and you can stretch that way. So that would be another way to alleviate some of the pecs that just tend to get really, really tight when you have chronic issues. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this phone down because I wanna show you guys. I try to do it without blocking It's like so tight in here, it's crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple other exercises that I have to show you on the floor because it's just easier for me to show you them